So let's bring in Trey Gowdy, former chairman of the House Oversight and Government Affairs Committee and Fox News contributor. Trey, always good to see you. We talked a little bit this morning about how this Ukraine conversation seems to be shifting over to Senator Lindsey Graham, who's taking up an investigation into it. And I wonder how you see that. What does that signal to you?
Well, I think Lindsey's point, I watched his press conference this morning. I think his point is, what is the threshold for an investigation? I mean, we learned with Russia that it can be a conversation in a bar. That's all it takes to launch an investigation. What is the threshold? I mean, no one's concluding that Hunter Biden or Joe Biden engaged in any impropriety, but what is the threshold simply for looking at it? And I think the ancillary question that I hope someone asked the House Democrats, if Joe Biden were not a candidate for the Democrat nomination, would this be an impeachable offense? If he were just an ordinary American that said what he said about withholding the loan assistance, who had a son with no qualifications being on a board in a country with pervasive corruption, would this be an impeachable offense? Or is it only because he's in that status of potential candidate that this somehow is elevated to something for which he should be removed from office?
Trey, it's Brett. How are you? Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say.
Yes, sir.
Question that keeps coming up is why this is urgent. And Adam Schiff talked about that on the floor of the Senate yesterday, saying that the president is trying to interfere or cheat in the 2020 election. Senator Bob Casey from Pennsylvania talked a little bit about it on our air earlier. Take a listen.
We are here today to consider a much more grave matter, and that is an attempt to use the powers of the presidency to cheat in an election. For precisely this reason, the president's misconduct cannot be decided at the ballot box, for we cannot be assured that the vote will be fairly won.
In this case, what we're reviewing is the president's conduct in interfering with the next election. So you can't wait for Election Day to sort that out, because I think it's very important that the Congress, as the founders enshrined in the Constitution, have to have a check on the executive, because if you don't have that check, which is only permitted through impeachment, there's no other way to do this. No hearing, no court, no nothing can do this, because otherwise you could have an executive cheating their way to the next election.
I want you to weigh in here, but the big question is the way that Adam Schiff said it, do voters never get to trust the vote, and only lawmakers can decide what the line is that a president can get kicked out of office for?
Yeah, Brett, Adam's ordinarily not that stupid, but when you tell the jury, the Senate, on one day that they're corrupt, and then you tell the American people they cannot be trusted to pick the commander-in-chief, that's just a wildly stupid trial strategy. Remember when Donald Trump, as a candidate, began to question the reliability of the vote? Remember when he started making allusions to potential voter fraud, and he was roundly criticized by everyone I heard in the media for even suggesting that you could not rely on a vote total. Well, Adam Schiff has done the exact same thing. American people, we don't trust you to factor this in November, so we need 100 senators to decide that. It is a wildly stupid trial strategy, only surpassed by Jerry Nadler's insulting of the jury 2 days ago.